Workout Wednesday. Today we got, oh, that's not good. Today we got
Spacey, I've been lost inside a daydream. These hopes of mine could really break me or catch me by surprise. Faces, sun-kissed skin inside a basement. LA kids just trying to make it before the next sunrise. So who's that knocking at your door? Feels like we've been here before. 'Cause I've been set back, broke down, and I'm not wearing out.
Good morning, y'all. It is a beautiful Sunday morning. Just like every other morning, the day started at about 5 a.m. And I normally don't run on Sundays, but this week was a busy week. I got my wisdom teeth out, so I've been taking it easy all week, so I feel obligated to get up early and get after it this morning. So today we got easy 20 kilometers, 12.43 miles, I believe, on the docket. We're rocking some new shoes. We got the Vomero Pluses on, as per a lot of your guys' requests. I'll get into that later, but today we have a busy day. I'll take you along and I will show you my top running gear and accessories that I use when it comes to my training, my planning, what's good, what isn't, and what I use on a day-to-day basis to train for a sub 245 marathon as a 19-year-old Ironman and already sub 3-hour marathoner. So without further ado, let's go run 20 kilometers. All right, we are back from church, and no, I did not go like this. I already changed, but it is time for workout number 2, which is honestly, normally I wouldn't do a second workout, but I want to flush my legs out, so we're gonna do an hour of what I usually do. Is we have a stationary bike. I wish we had a normal bike, but we don't. 10 minutes on stationary bike into 10 minutes of functional movements. That is going to be leg focused today. A lot of functional running leg focused movements like single leg RDLs, lunges, some core work probably. And we're going to do 10 minutes on the bike, 10 minutes of that, alternating 3 times through to get to an hour. And then I'll show you guys some of the equipment that I use that helps me train. And one of those things that I will be using for this workout is a heart rate monitor. This is the Garmin Heart Rate Monitor 200. I got it a few weeks ago now for mainly biking. When I was cross training, my watch was not getting my heart rate correctly. So I got a heart rate monitor to track my heart rate correctly, make sure I'm in the right zones for the right amount of time, giving the right intensity for the certain intervals that I do. So that's why I got this sucker. So I wear this. The reason why I don't wear the chest strap for my normal runs outside is because it makes me feel like closed off. Like if it's around my chest, I feel like it's restricting me in some way. And I don't want a heart rate monitor tan line around my chest here. So I usually don't wear it outside, but we wear it indoors to make sure my training zones are getting hit properly. And obviously always wearing my watch. I got a new watch recently. This is the Garmin Forerunner 970. I had the 965 earlier, and it worked like a charm until it didn't. About a few months ago, it started spazzing out with my distance and heart rate measurements, so I had to retire it and then spend a bag on a new watch. So, but I am a tester for Garmin here in Canada, so I got a nice discount, but still didn't feel good on the bank account. But this thing has been absolute gem for me recently and syncs perfectly with the heart rate monitor. And let's go get this workout done, and I'll show you the rest of my stuff. We are in the pain cave. All right, and now it's time for the actual part of this video, which is all of the running gear and accessories that I use on a daily basis when it comes to my running. And the majority of it I do recommend, except for one thing, but we'll get into that. Starting with non-shoe items. We're gonna get right into it. First thing I recommend, running clothes, and more specifically, decent socks and good shorts. I really don't have a preference. I just use normal Lululemon shorts, preferably black, just the most neutral color possible. I do use half tights sometimes, but they do not leave much to the imagination. So use them sparingly and in the right environment. And then I don't have any running socks really. I just use shorter white socks. These are Calvin Klein. Only thing I would say is get a sock that's pretty thick, that gives you a bit of forgiveness when you're in runners. And I like the shorter ones just because I don't want a big sock tan line, and also just like the more skin that I have exposed to the elements, I feel like, I don't know, like there's less on me, less trapped in. I'm able to move more freely. Probably not science backing that, but that's just how I feel. Second thing, sunglasses. Now, you don't need sunglasses. This is just a preference, but sunglasses help a lot, especially in the summer. And if it's windy outside, you don't want your eyes to be pouring with tears if it's windy, and you don't want your eyes to be blared by the sun for 2 hours straight. So these are Oakley's. You can probably get some for like $5-10. These are more on the expensive side. I got these as a gift, but definitely recommend some decent sunglasses. Next, we got the massage gear that consists of a ball. This is a massage ball, but really you just need a lacrosse ball and a massage gun. This is, I call it a Theragun, but it's not by Therabody, it's by Bang. But a good quality massage gun, it goes miles, guys, trust me. I have the tightest hips and glutes in the world. If I didn't have this, I would probably be injured a lot more than I ever have been. And since I'm built like a 2x4, this sucker saves my life. A good massage gun is definitely worth the money. And a ball, especially a lacrosse ball, might be the best thing you'll ever buy for running, because your feet have so many tiny ligaments, tendons, and bones in them. If any of those get messed up, you are out forever. So take preventative measure, get a ball, roll them out. It feels good, and trust me, you will never regret it. That is really it for everything that is not a shoe item. What I will say though, unconventional, gum. If you struggled like me, especially when I started, to actually take your easy runs easy, I will never recommend it because it's a choking hazard. But if you chew on gum for your easy runs, it'll force you to go easy because you cannot breathe that much when you're chewing gum and running. So I'm not saying you should do it, but that's what I did. Okay, next off, we got shoes. I got 6 pairs. I would recommend 5 of them. They're all pretty good except for one, and I'll let you guys know. First pair, Adidas Evo SLs. Highly recommend. Did my first run in them today. They are a banger. They're lightweight. The foam is responsive. No carbon plate. The sole is breathable. They're light. They're bouncy. Definitely recommend these suckers. I hope they last a while. Nextly, I also got these recently. Nike Vomero Pluses. I needed something that gave me more forgiveness and was more max cushion focused, especially with all the volume that I'm doing. I'm doing 100-mile plus weeks now. And this is it. This gives me the cushion that I need, but also the springiness if I want to pick up the pace a little bit. Only downside with all these max cushion shoes is my feet get hot in them, like really hot. But if you're in the middle of a run, your feet being hot is the least of your concern. So definitely recommend these if you can afford them. Nextly, 2 Saucony pairs of shoes. These are the Endorphin trainers, and these are the Speed 5s. I couldn't recommend either of these enough. These suckers, the trainers, I never heard about them until I bought them on sale. I got them half off. They've lasted me forever. They have a bunch of cushion. They have the Speedroll technology with a nylon plate, and they can take off, and they're super comfortable. Highly recommend these. Now I know I've been glazing all these shoes. This one, best shoe I think of all time. These are the Saucony Endorphin Speed 5s. They have been through hell and back. They have a nylon plate, but they also have enough cushion to keep your feet comfortable for a long time. They can give you fast. You can run fast, you can run easy, you can run slow, you can run tempo, you can run threshold. You can do anything and everything in these shoes, and they're good for literally everything. If you buy any shoes from this video, get the Saucony Endorphin Speed 5s. I kid you not, the best shoe of all time. Mark my words. Well, personal preference, best shoe of all time. Nextly, the last 2 pairs of shoes are the Asics. One I recommend, one I don't. We got the Super Blast 2s and the Nova Blast 5s. Now I know there are now Nova Blast 6s out and Super Blast 3s. I do want to get a hold of the 3s, but they're expensive, and my Super Blast 2s have some life in them still. So these are really good. Same with the Evo SLs. No plate, but they have a thick, stiff foam that gives you a bit of give to keep your feet safe, but also enough spring to keep you going fast. They're lightweight, The upper sole is great. I love this colorway, and they're just sexy. That's such a sexy shoe. Like, come on. Superbus shoes definitely recommend, but they are on the more expensive side, so definitely worth the investment though. And then lastly, the shoe that isn't bad, but I actually wouldn't recommend. These are the Novablast 5s. Now, I used to be a big Novablast fan when I first moved out to uni. My mom bought me a pair of Novablasts because the guy at the shoe store was like, oh yeah, everybody wants these. These are the best shoes on the market. And they were good until I literally tried every other shoe that I just showed you, and they're dust. Like, I hate to be the guy, like, they're a decent running shoe, like, all around, but the sole isn't that breathable. This colorway is disgusting, personally. The foam is heavy, it's clunky, it doesn't give you the responsiveness that you would want in a shoe that's this heavy, and it's just not really up there with these other shoes. So it's not a bad shoe per se, but there's a lot better ones out there. Every other shoe I would put in front of this one that I showed you, so definitely not the worst, but there's a lot better options out there. I wouldn't get the Novablast 5s. The 6s might be a little different. Boom. Guys, that is literally all the running gear that I use. Besides maybe one or two things that I miss, maybe like besides the pickles I eat before I run, which are essential. No, I'm kidding. That's it. That's all the gear that I use. I definitely recommend a rotation of runners. They make your shoes last longer, which saves you more money, and it helps your feet out, prevents injury, and keeps the stimulus slightly different so your feet can have time to recover and rest in different little itsy bitsy ways in between each run. So I definitely recommend having rotation. So that is what I use on a daily basis. It's short, it's sweet, everything's simple, down to earth, and that's all you need. Nothing crazy, nothing extravagant, just the basics, except for a few things. I guess the heart rate monitor is a bit overkill, but that's it. And I apologize for not wearing a shirt during this. Actually, no, I'm not gonna apologize. I want to be comfortable, and it's summer, so I don't care. But that's it. That's everything that I use. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give you a little glimpse into my training and then into my gear. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.